Alright, here's a display case up in the front of Career Tech Center, and your job today is to cut this switch in, and we're going to mount a light over that picture, and we're going to mount a light over this picture. My question to you is how many conductors will I have to have running on this cable right here between those two lights? Mr. Lamb gave us this other project here. This is down in the Commons below the flat screen television. We need to drop a cable down, and we're going to add a receptacle there in the wall, and we're going to drop a second cable down to this location to add a receptacle. What's this process called when we drop these cables down? So this is a third project we have to perform here in the building. We've got this Coke machine that you guys are pretty fond of, and it's plugged in behind here, so you obviously can't see it. So there's a receptacle back there. But we're actually going to have to cut into this conduit. We're going to add another 4-square box. We're going to place another receptacle in that box to provide power to another machine. And my question to you is, how many conductors will I have in this run of conduit right here, connecting this existing box to this new box here, and this is going to have a new circuit in all by itself, along with the circuit that's already in here all by itself. This question is going to take you a couple minutes to answer, because I'd like you to make this sketch. So we're going to sketch this out on our paper and include this cabinet in your sketch, and then also kind of locate those pictures or those plaques on the wall. And then over here we're going to have a switch we're going to cut in, and then we're going to install a light fixture inside of this cabinet here. Up above the ceiling we'll have this junction box, so we won't see this, but you can put that junction box up at the top. And then my question to you is how many conductors will I need on these two cables? So if you could tell me those, draw this out, and then tell me how many conductors are needed in both of those cables. Here we are in the construction trade shop, and they're going to take these cabinets off the wall. These are wooden cabinets that are installed on the concrete block wall. And then we're going to add a receptacle. You can see that receptacle right there on the end of the arrow. That's located on the wall already. And we're going to add a couple of new receptacle boxes down here with receptacles. And these receptacles right here are all going to be multi-wire receptacles on multi-wire branch circuits. So my question to you is how many conductors total will be installed in this run of conduit right here, coming from that existing box to these new boxes over there. Question number 6 happened right here in our shop. This was a project maybe we're going to have to complete someday. I've got my feed coming in at the top, and then these red lines represent the cable and how it's run. So my question is how many conductor cable will I need? Here's another project in our shop I've got wired up for you, and I'm curious if this will work the way I have it wired. If it does, please tell me why, and if it does not, please tell me why. So this is coming back to the rough-in stages of things, so you got to remember we don't have any drywall, so we're looking at the studs that we would normally see, and we're going to install a box on this stud down here, and it's going to connect to this receptacle or this location here. So the question is how many wires are going to be needed for these two receptacles to just be hot all the time? So a couple questions on this slide. I've got a switch location down here, and I've got a red cable, I've got a black cable, and I've got a blue cable. So go ahead and label the cables on your sheet, red, blue, and black, and then if you could tell me how many conductors are needed in each of those cables. And then I'm wondering if this unit here, okay, this unit is kind of special. It's called a fan light combo, so there's a fan in there and there's a light in there and I would like them each switched separately. So one switch for the fan, one switch for the light, and I'm wondering if there's anything wrong with this box located over here. Here's the last one for you today. I've got this box over here. Again, got a black cable, got a blue cable, so if you want to label on your answer sheet for number 11, black and blue. Hopefully nobody's black and blue. But the question is how many wires are in each of those cables?